as a zone defense by the Dominicans.
Well, fouls called on Sosa. Sosa thought they were going to call a foul on Irving.
He's calling for the push-off.
Curry for three.
He was
that
wide
was a
open.
zone Dominicans are in. Oh, Felding. Nice. And that was, you gotta have to put that up a little bit higher off the glass there. Harden. The three, no good. USA crashing the boards. Gay comes down with it. And the foul.
But you gotta give it to the Dominicans. They are fighting right here. Look at them.
Well, Baez is a pretty big guy, as is Vargas. So 2 fouls on Baez, and might not be too long before we see Orlando Sanchez check into the game.
You got Sosa with 5 points. The top scorer there for the Dominicans. On the other side, 4 points.
You know, looking at Antigua there, the Dominican coach, that is how he is. Even in the stressful moments of a game, very carefree, laughing. I mean, he's relaxed. And I think that helps his team.
Yeah, Vargas is handling the ball in open court. Not a smart idea.
Terrific hands from Harden. Irving goes between his legs. Back to Harden, now to Curry. Gets the pick. Curry with the pass to Gay.
Nice shot there by Rudy Gay. Nice jumper after a few dribbles to the baseline. That was crisp execution.
It was. Lees gets in and puts it up quickly.
What a one-handed scoop shot right there off the dribble.
Jack Martinez going to come in at the next dead ball, as well as Ramon. Oh, and Baez committed the foul, his third.
Look at Rudy Gay. I mean, did he take the contact, the hard foul, and still was able to make the shot?
So Baez, with 3 fouls, has to come out.
This was a spectacular acrobatic shot by Lees. Look at that right here. I mean, right off the dribble. Didn't even use his left hand. Just took it with his right hand all the way.
Harden and Anthony Davis out of the game. Klay Thompson and DeMarcus Cousins into the game.
That's another big body right there for the Americans. Something for Jake Martinez to bang.
So Jack Martinez doesn't get much elevation, but he's a good passer and can hit some difficult shots. Sosa. And foul called against the USA. Curry whistled for the foul. That's his first.
Well, I think it hasn't been a bad move there by Coach Antigua to go with a three-guard front. I mean, the quickness and speed of the Dominicans has been matching for the Americans.
It's probably going to be difficult to match them on the boards anyway, so you might as well put some quickness out there.
Exactly.
And Sanchez certainly is like bottled lightning. I mean, when he gets out there, he can move and he can get up around the rim as well. He turns it over, puts it in the hands of Cousins, and good hands from Ramon. Now Sosa over to Ramon. Good!
This is the carefree basketball that they like to run. The Dominicans just not thinking twice about not taking the shot. And look at it, only 4-point game.
Curry for 3.
Sanchez was sprinting there to a fast break. He wants to run.
Lees, and good strong rebound from Cousins. Curry gets in, rims out. Martinez keeps the ball away from the USA. Nope, he loses it. And Martinez needs to do a little bit better in that situation.
He just has to get rid of the ball quicker. I mean, he had 2 players around him. You can almost expect they're going to attack you. Look at it, the Cousins from the back and Klay Thompson with very quick hands.
And he had plenty of time to get it to Ramon as well.
He did. But this is what sometimes happens. We've seen in the tournament that Jack Martinez just likes to palm the ball, baby it. Just stays too long in his hands.
Well, Cousins has missed the first free throw, but, you know, the Dominicans have bias in foul trouble. So it could be that Martinez is going to be on the court more. That's short as well. And Rudy Gay kept it alive, but hits it out of bounds. So a couple missed free throws. And, you know, we're late in the first quarter, and the Dominican is only trailing by 4.
Oh, they have shown some good basketball. Very quick. Look at this lineup. I mean, Coronado, Liz, and Ramon. I mean, 3 very small guards.
Well, he was just swallowed up that time. USA off and running. Well, trying to get off and running. Irving over to Thompson. Gay from the corner. Cousins with the strong rebound. Fouled by Coronado.
And this is going to be difficult. Once the shot is taken, you're just really going to have to push people out, because DeMarcus Cousins, he is just so big. That's a tough assignment there for Jack Martinez. Look at that right there. I mean, the ball, he has to find a way just to push his man out.
Jack Martinez took one for the team that time, but still got the foul. DeMar DeRozan comes in. Lees comes out. So Fortuna, so they're going to stay with 3 guards. Coronado, Ramon, and Fortuna. And Lees comes out.
I think the game plan is clear, that Coach Antigua is going to go with quickness on the perimeter. To try to push the ball up, get some easy baskets if they can.
Well, the quickness of the USA team is always a problem for the opponents, so combat it with quickness.
I mean, for anybody that we have seen here, at some point in the game, even with the Turks, they just could not match the speed. They did for 28 minutes, but then just fell apart.
Well, there's another quick player on the floor now named Derrick Rose. See how he comes out and bothers the Dominican guards, or if he can. Ramon. Bounce pass back to Martinez. Puts up a long jumper. Good.
And he likes to shoot it from the outside. I think that Cousins just going to have to go out and guard him. He's got a soft touch, Jack Martinez.
Klay Thompson, money in the bank.
Another great shooter. If you leave him open, he's going to knock you down. He's going to look for the shot.
Martinez hands it off, and the shot is blocked out of bounds by Gay.
Why did you see the pass? Jack Martinez just loves these passes right here. That was a hell of a pass. Look at that right here. No look. I mean, how many times we've seen it here in the tournament? Just likes that.
Oh, and that time, a good strong move. I was just about to say Sanchez is going to have to go up strong. And he did. Rose, oh, just gets the other end, but missed the layup. Coronado now, quickly for the Dominican Republic. Fortuna. And his pass batted out of bounds by Rose. Look at Antigua trying to set his offense.
Well, apparently there's some miscommunication or something they did wrong on the set offense. Was looking for something else.
Final 30 seconds here, the first quarter. The Dominicans only down by 5. Ramon floats in, and it's good.
Look at Ramon also making the most out of the opportunity. Guess, look at that. Floats in. That was not an easy shot. I mean, he had a defender with Derrick Rose there on his left shoulder.
Well, the Dominicans playing very relaxed right now. Thompson. And they just can't keep Cousins off the glass.
There was nothing they could have done.
Coronado pushes it up to Martinez. And that's how it finishes the first quarter. Dominican Republic trailing just 25-22. Listen, these Dominicans, they're enjoying themselves. What better than to play the Americans?
And that's the main thing. I mean, I think you can see smiles there on the faces of the Dominican players. And as we have said it before, and throughout the first quarter, they have matched the speed of the Team USA.
Well, you can see the statistics there. The rebounds, the Dominicans actually winning that battle.
Wow, they're ahead of the Americans in the rebounding department. That's surprising. They have taken no free throw. That just tells you that they are settling for the outside shooting.
So let's think about this. Is the USA shows up here in Bilbao, and they bring, quite honestly, a star-studded team from the NBA, and you're the Dominican Republic, and you get to watch these guys on TV. How much better does it get? I mean, they played in Madison Square Garden, but now it's the real deal in Spain at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And maybe some of, if there was any, I don't know, intimidation or awe, the fact that they played each other in Madison Square Garden, maybe that's helped the Dominican Republic.
Well, I think they just have nothing to lose, and I think it's been a smart move there by Coach Antigua that he went just with a very small lineup, but is athletic. Because as you said before, I mean, the speed of the American players, especially on the perimeter, has been a huge defensive problem for anybody that the Team USA has faced so far.
And even the teams that the USA play with more size, they still are struggling to compete with the USA on the board. So maybe you can match them with speed.
Well, I mean, at least they match them in the speed department. If they give up some offensive boards, they get rebounded, which is not the case because they are leading in rebounding department. You just cannot take everything away. I mean, come on, let's get realistic.
I think what's important, and Coach K said it last night, that's Mike Krzyzewski, the USA coach, Coach K. He was saying last night in the press conference that he felt like his team was getting better as the tournament wore on. And of course the game is 40 minutes long, so we'll see if the USA can turn it up a notch here. But the Dominicans not giving too much away right now. And good rebound from Martinez. Boy, how much would Francisco Garcia like to be playing in this game? Coronado, coming back from the injury, his offense isn't where it needs to be. But other aspects of his game. Santana, I think, is going to come in for the Dominicans, the next dead ball. There's DeMar DeRozan.
There's nobody to cover him. He just came from the weak side. A nice cut there by DeRozan.
Coronado feeds Martinez. Thought about a behind-the-back pass, but he keeps it against Rudy Gay. Got the pump fake and draws the foul. And Rudy Gay should know that Jack Martinez is going to use that pump fake. Look at this. Got him up.
That was a nice fake. Way to get him off the ground. This was the cut by DeRozan. Strong layup and a finish, but a good pass there from Cousins. Way to look for his teammates. He knows that he's going to get doubled with the size that he has. They just have to double at some point.
Orlando Sanchez comes back out of the game. And Santana comes into the game for the Dominican Republic. He's played only a little bit, Santana. There you see Orlando Sanchez now. He'll know these guys as well. He just played at St. John's in American College Basketball, NCAA.
Already 5 points there for Jack Martinez with the jumpers. And 2 free throws up to 6 points. Not a bad showing.
3 points is the USA lead. 2-3 zone. I don't think you're supposed to get it inside that easily.
That was too easy. I mean, the pass just went through the whole defense. That's not supposed to happen.
You got to have your hands up on defense in the 2-3 zone, don't you?
Well, I think that the Dominicans just really fell asleep, and Derrick Rose took the advantage, just dipped it through.
Offensive foul on Santana, who's just checked in. Thompson, ball rims out, and that's their biggest problem right now is they can't keep Cousins off the boards.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who weighs good 130 kilos, and it is almost impossible, unrealistic for Santana to keep him off. I mean, he tried. I mean, he tried to put a body on him, but just look at it. It's a little bit of a longer rebound. Cousins just gets it and goes up.
Where is he in his development right now that you can see Cousins?
I think he's a huge body. He's got a big potential. I mean, if he works hard and gets a little bit faster on his feet, maybe loses some of the weight and gets more vertical, he's going to be a major player in the NBA.
How about Santana cutting down the lane and getting to and one? Well, this is like the secret weapon of the Dominican Republic. He looks pretty good on that.
And this is maybe the difference between Cousins and Davis, because I think Davis would have recovered in that situation and he would have tried to block the shot, but Cousins just is too heavy for that. He's a different type of a player. I think he's really he's a power player.
Yeah.
Just feed him the ball on the inside and he's probably going to be a type of a player that's going to get fouled a lot. But I believe in today's game, you just have to stay mobile.
So he needs to be quicker. Three-point play for Santana. That'll be music to the ears of the Dominican fans. Staying close. And a foul on...
Goes off the ball.
Fortuna. He doesn't want to mouth off too much.
I didn't even see what happened there. I mean, it wasn't on the ball or on the rebound. Robin.
Now that looks like Fortuna, maybe. Looks like Dominican fans didn't agree with that call. 5-point game.
His fortune might run out.
He was unlucky. Here we go. DeRozan back outside to D-Rose. And Martinez is collecting another rebound. Coronado brings it out. Oh, Jack Martinez looks the part tonight, doesn't he? Goes right at D-Rose and the double team. They take it away, Rudy Gay. And over to Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose just runs the fast break. Finishes it off with the layup.
Takes it back to a 7-point advantage. Fortuna, that's a tough shot.
Almost made it off the glass.
DeRozan. Oh! And Derrick Rose is going up for the alley-oop jam. It leads to the long pass up ahead to Fortuna, but it goes out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Is there timeout on the floor?
No,
we see
substitution.
Okay. Sorry. Now you see the replay of that basket. I'm not sure if the fans what they thought of that. Harden back into the game. Curry, Irving, Anthony Davis, and Kenneth Faried.
As a starting lineup.
So wholesale substitutions.
Yep. Back into action.
Bounce pass to Davis. Oh! Just kind of accelerated, didn't he?
I thought he was going to go over the top of Jack Martinez. I mean, he certainly could if he really tried.
Feldine has come back in with Sosa for the Dominicans.
Soft touch of Jack Martinez. That's been the story of the day.
Soft touch, but almost a line drive, really. Have you noticed that?
Yep, it was pretty flat. But as long as it goes in, if it's not broken, don't fix it, Jeff.
Absolutely. And good, strong attacking of the glass there by Santana. And a foul called against Kenneth Faried.
That's the second time that Faried has missed from close with the jump hook. Maybe he's also a little bit frustrated here today to some extent.
Well, he's been like from another planet the first 3 games. I mean, he was outstanding for the USA. I'm sure we'll see some terrific play from him tonight. Feldine, Santana on the baseline. Curry quickly up ahead to Harden. And the alley-oop to Kenneth Faried.
And this is a lot easier. This is what we've been waiting for and looking for from Kenneth Faried. He's been doing it a lot. This is his game. Just run around the floor, look for the alley-oop.
All started with Curry's pass up to Harden. Krzyzewski was saying that Faried has earned every minute that he's gotten at this World Cup.
Absolutely.
Feldine. Alley-oop. Nope, just a pass inside to Feldine, and he scores with the reverse. Sosa helps Feldine up. Excuse me, Sosa helps Faried up.
Look, collision there. But you see how smart he did it? I mean, he was immediately looking for Santana to throw the contact. Still relaxed.
But the lead now is double digits. It's 11 points. Midway through the second quarter here. USA trying to get some separation, as we like to say. Foul, I believe, on Faried.
That's 14 Davis. Harden. Yeah. I would say David. No, 13 or 14. Harden.
Harden. So one more foul, and the Dominicans will be in the bonus. Here, there's the alley-oop. Santana goes up. Oh, he even made sure to give a little extra height on that, and it still got blocked.
By two people, I think.
Curry. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa. I mean, he really came through high in there through the whole lane. Just brought it home.
He is something else to watch in action, isn't he? Ramon. And now the USA is starting to turn it on a little bit. And Ramon fouls James Harden. 13 points advantage.
And I'll tell you what, he just thought about Faried missing a few shots there on the basket, and all of a sudden he's got two tip dunks and a block right here. Goes the other side. Oh, look at that. I mean, it was both him and Davis just making sure nothing was happening. And look at the tip dunk right here, just a follow-up dunk after Curry's miss.
Watch this.
Bam.
Let's fly through the air and see if we can get the ball and dunk it. Anthony Davis. Krzyzewski said they don't run any plays for Faried. They haven't run one. And Davis makes the long jumper. They said he ran a play for himself last night. I don't know if you remember backing up a defender in the low post, but they said they have not run one play for Faried in this World Cup. Lees. Good idea to fake. Now puts it up. And that's a three-pointer.
Nice fake by Lees. Fakes Irving completely out of position.
Well, that cuts it back to 12. Harden over to Davis.
Look at the skills right now. If he's going to play one-on-one facing the basket.
And Davis lost possession there. Feldine pulls up for three. Short. Harden.
Look at Irving just bouncing it off the floor. Three-point clock, and then
that's the nice fake, and you see the long jumper.
To the excitement of the Dominican fans. A little clarification there on the last call to Coach Antigua. He felt like his players were getting out of the way of James Harden, because it's true that James Harden just really puts his head down and he's looking for a contact. If you're in the vicinity, he's going to try to look for you.
Which James Harden are you talking about? That one, or that one?
I'll go with this one.
Well, Irving says he didn't touch it, but what if that beard ever gets in the way of his shot? It is quite big. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Sosa, finds Jack Martinez. Just kind of turns to his right.
Very effective, Jack Martinez. If he's quick with the ball, he almost always scores.
Harden. Now Felding. Nice dribbling. And brings it all the way in.
Wow.
And it's back to a 9-point game.
I mean, he went almost over Kyrie Irving.
You know, he plays in Madrid for Fuenlabrada. We've been waiting on him to break loose. And then Leeds comes and forces the turnover. You know, this is a serious point here as we have a stoppage in play and Klay Thompson comes in for Harden. Jack Martinez, okay, look at this. Look at the,
he
just loses it.
Yeah.
Jack Martinez is showing something tonight. The Dominicans need him to step up for them to be, you know, he could be a real weapon for them, can't he?
I mean, if he's quick with the ball, he's very effective. I agree with you completely, Jeff.
He had actually been one of the disappointments. But that's almost like Harlem Globetrotters.
No, that was Sabonis no-look pass. And
yeah.
Remember Arvydas Sabonis, the legendary Lithuanian center there in the post? He used to throw those, or Vlade Divac also.
Yeah, no hot dogging. It was just a typical pass. Look at Felding go in there. He can get it going as well. And I think the Dominicans have a lot more to offer. I think we've seen them grind out a couple of victories. Sosa from the corner, good! Well, now it's 45-39. It's a 6-point game.
I'll tell you what, they are looking really impressive.
They say it's 38, so it must have been a 2. And that was a 3 from Curry.
Don't wake up the shooter. Finishing off the fast break with a 3-pointer.
Well, Curry has got 6 points tonight. Everybody but Plumlee, Andre Drummond, and that's it for the USA who have not scored. They haven't been in the game yet. Sosa penetrates, goes up strong. Curry with the rebound. Curry whips it in there. Ball goes out of bounds.
Good hands there by Santana.
And that pass is too much. It triggers a fast break. 2-on-1. Lee's waited too long. They're going to have to bring it back out. Nope. It's going to go to Santana, and he draws the foul. And that is going to be number 3 on Farid.
There's a warning there for Jack Martinez on flopping.
Look at this. Pump fake.
There was no flopping there. I think that it was on Jack Martinez on the other side because he went down pretty hard after light contact.
Well, Farid has to go to the bench with 3 fouls, so that opens the door for Gay to get back in the game. And shot is good. Santana's been a pleasant surprise tonight for the Dominicans. I've wondered where he's been.
I mean, I was looking at the stats, and he's only averaged 18 seconds per game.
He's averaged, just say he's averaged 18 a game. It sounds better for him. But tonight he hasn't looked out of place at all.
I mean, ever since he replaced Eloy Vargas, he's been a factor.
Vargas can't get back in the game. Gay. Davis. Even with Lee's, I think, going up with him, challenging him, he was able to tap that in. Back to a 10-point advantage.
And those are just very long arms of Anthony Davis. He gets up there very quickly.
Final minute in the first half. Lees goes up with the left hand, and He's pretty tough driving to the basket.
I mean, his quickness is incredible. Rudy Gay with the second foul. Look at Lee's. He split basically the defense, got by Kyrie Irving. Rudy Gay came over to help. But Lees was also able to get by him.
This is the first. You know, the arena gets really quiet when the USA play. Have you noticed that? Maybe it's because they followed the Finland game and the Turkey game. It was just incredibly loud, but it's kind of like a hushed awe in here right now, or people just kind of sitting back and, I don't know, strange. They applaud the big plays.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for the spectacular plays. That's a zone defense again by the Dominican Republic.
Irving left wide open.
That was a short corner jumper. Good read there by Kyrie Irving. He went to the open spot, got through the zone.
And that pass is going to be intercepted. You just can't make that pass. Oh, that is going to be an unsportsmanlike. And look at Santana. He gets on top of Gay to apologize.
That was a hard foul. I think Santana just missed the ball. Just got hit. He hit the head of Rudy Gay.
Here we go. Look at it again. So he went back to get the block.
Oh,
he got him in the head.
That was a tough shot to the head right there.
He was going for the block. So with 17.3 seconds remaining, the USA are going to call a timeout. And I don't know if that's to give Rudy Gay a little bit of extra time to collect his senses, or just to say, I don't know. What do you think? USA have called the timeout, leading 52-41. Rudy Gay will go back to the free throw line.
Then it's going to be 17 seconds before the end of first half. So I'm sure that Coach Antigua is throwing up and play for the last shot.
Dominican Republic, if they win this game, they'll be in the next round. Here's a replay of Irving when he was wide open.
That's a smart play right there. He ran through the zone to the open spot on the short corner on the baseline. Jake Martinez didn't come out.
It's worth remembering, though, if the Dominicans do not lose this game, you know, I think they'll still have some work to do, won't they, to get into the round of 16.
I mean, they still have to play tomorrow
against Turkey.
Yep, that's going to be a big showdown.
So the unsportsmanlike foul means the USA get the free throws.
And they get the ball, so obviously Coach Antigua wasn't drawing up an offensive play, but because the ball is going to be with Team USA, it's going to stay.
Two of these teams from the FIBA Americas. Of course, the USA qualified for the FIBA Basketball World Cup by winning the Olympic title. Dominican Republic qualified by finishing in the top 4 of the FIBA Americas Championship last year, with Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Argentina. So the USA with 13 seconds now. 10, up 13, in fact. Now Irving. Gonna try to run a play here. We get to Curry. Passes off to Gay. And Gay gets a basket.
Right with the buzzer. 4 points by Rudy Gay to finish the half.
Maybe they wanted to draw up a play for Gay to get that basket since he took the hard shot. on the drive. So 4 quick points from Rudy Gay, and the USA up their lead to 56-41 over the Dominican Republic. Another look at the pass from Curry and the finish from Rudy Gay. Pretty good shooting from the Dominican Republic.
But the Americans struggling a little bit there from the three-point line, only 4 for 14, so that's under their average of 38 points that they've been, 38% they've been shooting in the tournament. Slight edge there on rebounds for USA, 25-21. Even on the assists. 6 blocks there for the United States, just to highlight the athleticism of its players under the basket. 11 turnovers for the Dominican Republic. I mean, they are losing a lot of balls but in the tournament, but 11, not such a high number here. The high scores, 10 for Jack Martinez for the Dominican Republic, 10 for Kenneth Farid. Rebounds, Feldin with 5. 4 blocks for Anthony Davis. I mean, he's been just an animal there in the lane, just controlling the paint completely.
Well, the United States have won their first 3 games, and they're on top of the Dominican Republic 56-41 here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Bilbao, Group C. The Dominicans giving us some good moments tonight, but things sort of slipping away from them right there at the end of the first half. Of course, all of these fans will realize that bigger games are down the road for both of these teams, especially for the Dominicans, who are going to take on Turkey tomorrow night. What could be a vital game.
Absolutely. Both teams have to come back. U.S. probably already qualified team, or for sure a qualified team, because they already have 3 wins, so they are already in Barcelona. So they're going to come back, relax to finish off the group and to stay on top. But the Dominicans, as you said, they have to come back and just play a crucial game against Turkey to fight for their chances to advance.
USA will play a game that's vital for Ukraine. Look at that. Now, they've scored 106 points from turnovers in 3 games, the highest at the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and I suppose that's no surprise. And
that's what Coach Krzyzewski has been talking about. We want to play tough defense, and we want to use our tough defense to create some points on offense for us. This is the easiest recipe. You don't have to run any plays. Just play tough defense, get the ball, get a steal, get a rebound, and just then start running.
Dominican Republic having to go up against the Fear the Beard tonight. But when you look at the Dominican Republic, it's a team that's not playing with Francisco Garcia tonight. He injured his ankle last night.
I mean, they're playing some nice basketball, just carefree, open court basketball. They were the worst free throw percentage in 3 games. This is something that they're just going to have to work on. I mean, tomorrow is a key game, but if they make it to Barcelona, to the knockout stage, the free throw is going to play a huge part.
They could be dangerous, though. There's no question about it. If they get to Barcelona,
when you saw them shooting the ball from the outside, if they can manage that down the line, you know, this could be a very dangerous team.
If they finish in the top 4, you know, they could end up playing Lithuania, they could play Slovenia, they could play Australia,
and they can surprise
possibly
people.
Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, they can surprise people.
Yeah, so you know, this is a team that I'm not sure that their sights are set on any specific target, but I think that primarily they wanted to get out of this group.
Exactly, that's their first target. I mean, they don't want to think about opponents, who they will play, or, you know, calculate or anything. I mean, they just try to advance.
Well, it's the FIBA Basketball World Cup Group C game. The Dominican Republic and the United States. Dominican Republic having won 2 of their first 3 games. The United States having won all 3 of theirs. USA with a healthy lead right now. Sosa over to Vargas. And Vargas rims one in.
This is good basketball, just pick and roll action. The big man is open, takes a look at the basket and shoots it.
Fareed with 3 fouls starts the second half. And Bias, also the Dominican Republic, has 3 fouls. And Fareed just goes up.
Another offensive rebound in the basket for Kenneth Fareed. It is just almost impossible to keep him off the boards.
Vargas with a long jumper off the front of the rim. Saw the shake of the head from Antigua. Want to see some movement. Harden drives in, scores. Dominican still with a 3-guard lineup. Feldine being the tallest of those. His pass to Bias almost gets away from him. And Sosa off the back of the rim.
That was another quick shot right there.
Reese gets some help. Irving. That's probably the best case scenario when you've got Fareed kind of looming to go up for another putback and dunk.
Oh, he was ready. He was watching the ball like a hawk.
You know, it's not been a great game for Fareed, but he's still got a team-high 12 points.
I mean, his physical presence is felt all the time. Just never know when he's going to attack.
Sosa's shot stays out. Even when Fareed's out of the game, you feel his presence. And Irving's pass, I don't think the communication was right with Anthony Davis. Fareed, excuse me, Feldine drives in, draws the foul.
He's a very explosive player. I mean, he can just really turn it in the corner.
Here's Harden.
Nice finish with the right.
Pass inside to Feldine, walking the tightrope. Lee's shot no good. Vargas went up, challenged Anthony Davis, but Davis comes down with a rebound. Curry dances into the lane, makes the pass to Fareed.
He's just so effective. I mean, he gets it around the basket, doesn't do anything fancy, just puts it in. Game high, 14 points.
Sosa goes back to Bias. Sosa just kind of uses good body control there.
Not a bad move by Sosa. He's having a good game, in my opinion. Up to 9 points, 3 assists.
And the pass inside Anthony Davis.
That was an easy finish. Pick and roll situation. That's a huge target rolling down the lane with Anthony Davis.
Steph Curry now has 7 assists for the USA.
Oh yeah, he's been distributing the ball extremely well today.
Felding, nice stroke.
Good stroke. Stephen Curry got caught up there on the screen. He's not happy about it. Was a wide open jumper for Feldine.
Now Anthony Davis goes in and attacks Vargas. Fareed was going for the steal.
What an athletic move there by Anthony Davis. When he faces up, takes the dribble to the middle. Difficult to say what to do defensively.
Lees loses the ball. And Lees is whistled for the foul.
That was Anthony Davis just taking it at Vargas. I mean, you see the variety of moves that he can attack you with. And if you add the length of Anthony Davis, it is just really difficult to do anything defensively.
Fareed hands it off to Irving. Irving gets swatted by Vargas.
Good play there defensively by Vargas. I think Irving underestimated him.
Feldine was going up for the dunk, but had it blocked by Davis. And then Curry goes up for the layup.
How about Vargas, though?
That was a good block.
Getting one on Irving. I'm sure Kyrie Irving is going to hear about that in the locker room.
Feldine fouled by Irving. So 2 fouls on Irving. He comes out, and Derrick Rose comes back out. Now look at this layup from Stephen Curry. It's where the USA like to really get after opponents out on that fast break.
This was the monster block right there. I mean, Vargas just really got up in the air. Good timing also on his part.
Sosa kind of fades back, and Anthony Davis and Curry get tangled up there, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Dominicans will keep it down 20. Felding back to Bice. And the Gran Canaria forward drills it.
Good shot by Bias. Faked the pass, stayed wide open.
Oh, Fareed.
That's quickness in the move. Did you see the spin move? I mean, that was incredible speed. For a big man.
That was very fast. Ramon back to Bice. He puts up a three, and Davis brings it down. Well,
Bice just picked up his 4th foul. He goes off the floor together with Vargas.
yeah, I was looking for the signal, but so USA inbounded. Orlando Sanchez picks up the foul. Limited minutes in the first half. And the pass to Anthony Davis.
He's going to handle the pass.
Sanchez at the line. That's good. D Rose gets in. So we're going to see some substitutions here. Klay Thompson, Cousins, Rudy Gay coming in. Here's another look at D Rose going to the rack.
That's such an athletic take. There's just 2 people there. Follow up in case the foul wasn't called.
Sosa Felding out. Fortuna Coronado back in for the Dominican Republic. Derrick Rose, after 2 injury-plagued years, is back in shape now, playing here at the Basketball World Cup and building some confidence for the next season.
He looks extremely fine to me. As ready as ever.
They'll certainly have one of the top teams next year, next season, the Chicago Bulls. Ramon back to Martinez, and Martinez is short. Over to Fortuna. His pass inside to Sanchez, no good. Now look out for the dunk, and I think that basket is good. One too many passes there from the Dominican Republic. A 22-point lead is the biggest of the game, now 23, and James Harden racks up some more points. Harden, Davis each with 10 points. Kenneth Fareed with 16. Cousins with 9 and Curry with 8. Ramon guarded by DeRozan. And again, USA picking off that pass, going into the middle, and traveling the call against Klay Thompson.
Just have to put the ball down on the floor. You see, this is the extra step that they allow to take you in the NBA.
Extra two steps
and a half.
And DeRozan just steps up, and here's D Rose and lays it up and in.
And the USA starts to pull away. 25-point lead at the moment.
Yeah, with 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Coronado Those USA hands a little bit more active on defense. 4 on the shot clock. And speaking of hands, the hands of Rudy Gay knocks that one out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Look at this. He's got a couple blocks tonight. Fortuna inbounds it to Ramon. Sanchez kept it alive, and Cousins comes down with the ball into the hands of Rose. DeRozan quickly. DeRozan. No! Oh! I was waiting on something like that.
I mean, he can really get up.
That wakes the crowd up.
Wakes everybody up.
It was like a shot of espresso.
Very athletic play by DeMar DeRozan. One of the very promising prospects in the NBA.
And it goes Fortuna trying to beat the block, but in a little bit too much of a rush. And Rudy Gay, now an offensive foul called on Cousins against Jack Martinez.
And he cannot believe it. Did they even collide with the knees?
Yeah, a little bit of knee action. Now watch this. How about that? That was a little bit of power.
That's what you call this finishing with authority. He just throws it down. Right through the middle. Over Jack Martinez.
Ramon. Oh, finds himself some space, puts it up. Martinez keeps it alive. And but Jack Martinez and Cousins getting in there and scrapping away.
I mean, let's not forget that the Team USA is the youngest team in the tournament. We also have to say that.
That's true. See Cousins going at Jack Martinez. I think Martinez taking it as a personal challenge, but Rose comes over and takes the ball away. And another alley-oop. This one for DeRozan, not of the dunking variety. Coronado quickly to the other end and is fouled. Did a good job controlling them. Yep.
That's a nice combination.
Jack Martinez for 3. And Sanchez flies in. Sanchez wanted that ball, but he's not going to get it. Ball is awarded to the USA. Well, it's almost gotten out of hand here in the third quarter for the Dominicans. They were down by about 10 late in the first half, and USA have just turned on the afterburners. And the ball goes out of bounds. Three seconds, 2, 1. And I don't think Jack got that off in time. So the USA on top 81-52 in total command now here against the Dominican Republic in Group C at the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
United States in commanding lead, but still looking to find its mark. There from the three-point line, shooting only 27%, 4 for 15. Other than that, keeping a slight edge there on the rebounds, 35-28. Also in assists, ahead 18-13. These are the replays of the third quarter. Just looking at the individual stats, I think that the distribution of minutes for Team USA is pretty even. You got a couple of guys, the 3 guys actually around 20 minutes. That's 21 minutes for Curry. 20 minutes for Irving and Davis. So 8 guys in rotation, 9 guys actually in rotation for Coach Krzyzewski. Kenneth Farid is leading all the scorers with 16 points and 6 rebounds. James Harden and Anthony Davis got 10 apiece. Looking on the other side for the Dominicans, nobody's scoring in double figures. The closest players, well, actually Jack Martinez is up to double digits with 10 points and 5 rebounds, followed by Edgar Sosa with 9 points. And what you spoke about before is points after turnovers. For the United States, it's 25. So you know they just really push in their defense. They try to suffocate you as much as they can and punish you for any mistake that you make.
You know, if this result stays as it will, and you expect it to, the U.S. would go to 4-0 and the Dominicans would drop to 2-2, you would have 3 teams with 2-2 records in Group C: Ukraine, Turkey, Dominican Republic. And going into the last day's play, you would also have a couple of 1-3 teams in New Zealand and Finland. Klay Thompson and the United States getting ready to start the final 10 minutes of the FIBA Basketball World Cup game against the Dominican Republic here in Bilbao. Well on top, the USA, 81-52. And DeRozan has the ball stolen from Coronado, who gets it quickly up to Fortuna. And Sanchez was there trying to dunk to follow. Now that leads DeRozan to go the other way, and then Fortuna takes it right back. And the easy dunk from Cousins.
He just stood there and received the ball that Fortuna was trying to save. Easy to do for Cousins.
Three on the shot clock, Coronado. I don't think he's going to get it off, does he? Well, Jack Martinez brings it down. Nope, he doesn't. It's going to be Rudy Gay finally catches it. And DeRozan has been very active driving to the basket.
Well, he's an exciting player. I mean, he can just really, what a slasher. When he receives the ball in motion, there's something good's going to happen for your team.
Sanchez thought of making the pass, but Cousins just takes it away. Holy cow, that was a thunder dunk.
Look at the big fella just taking off from full run.
I mean, I like DeRozan's dunk, but that looked even better.
I mean, if you consider that this man weighs 130 or more kilos, what a powerful move right there.
That would almost be worth a replay. That was done with authority, although it didn't matter. USA going to start it over here with 8.5 minutes to go, and Cousins just throws it down. He could end up being the leading scorer tonight. He's got 13 points. Farid with 16.
I think I take it back that he needs to get faster.
And Martinez with the turnover. And another dunk that is not going to count.
But the crowd likes him. That was a crowd pleaser.
So the foul was called well before. Here you see Jack Martinez was going to work.
And some big bodies just going against each other.
Cousins was not shying away from contact. There's the Klay Thompson. He's going kind of quiet. So it's good to see that stroke falling for him. That's going to be needed in some of the games coming up for the USA. And really poor pass from Coronado, easily picked off by DeRozan. And traveling the call on Rudy Gay. Cousins comes out. Andre Drummond comes into the game. We've mentioned this before, but he was on the USA Under-17 world title winning team 4 years ago. Fortuna. And Andre Drummond thought about swatting that, but instead it is up in the hands here of USA's, and Klay Thompson puts it in gracefully. Thompson looks like he gets out on the fast break pretty well. Now Coronado goes up against D-Rose. Coronado, three, and the well is running dry right now for the Dominican Republic. They can't seem to score the ball, as they say. Oh, good hustle, and the big fella. Oh, you got to like the hustle.
Look at Rudy Gay, just Drummond immediately runs over to give him a hand.
You got to like the hustle, absolutely, from Rudy Gay. Look at this. There he goes, over, and he then emerges. Do you think it's advisable to be going after the balls like that when you're leading by 40 points?
Is that a timeout called by Team USA? There is. Maybe Mike Krzyzewski just wants to talk it over.
So he's talking to Basang. So timeout USA. Coach K makes his point. Well, the USA had a tricky game against Turkey, but they're cruising now. Look at this run of 22 points unanswered. I think, you know, the first half was relatively close, but this thing has just gotten out of hand completely.
I think it's similar to what we saw against Turkey. Turkey was able to hang in there for 28 minutes, but then it was a complete collapse. And now you see the same story here with the Dominican Republic. USA is just putting on the highlight reel. For the last 7 minutes, it's been all United States.
The only thing is, I don't think at any time in the Turkey game when they were trailing the USA for 28 minutes did they, you know, they never felt comfortable. They've looked pretty comfortable for the most part tonight. Mason Plumlee's into the game. He's on the ball, Sanchez. And Sanchez throws it to Santana, who steps out of bounds.
Nowhere to go, and a good pressure on the ball by Mason Plumlee. He comes on the court for the first time.
And Sanchez kept that ball alive, but an unnecessary turnover. And Drummond almost had an alley-oop dunk. Good hustle from Fortuna. Now Santana in the open floor draws the foul. You can see the USA bench getting excited about that last play. Well, Santana's done something that hasn't been done very often here in the second half, and that's score. Dominicans with only 12 points, now 13 points here in the second half. Antigua shouting some instructions out of his team. Wants to see a little bit more effort here against the USA. Irving buries it. Santana, well,
look at the touch.
Full array of offensive skills.
I mean, we haven't seen him so much in the tournament. He just basically gets the first chance here at the Basketball World Cup, and he's opening up some eyes. I mean, he's seen some athletic plays, now the shooting touch.
DeRozan's pass intercepted now. Victor Lees. No look to Fortuna, hands it back to Santana.
Nice fast break there by the Dominican Republic. Way to get an easy basket.
Klay Thompson to Mason Plumlee. DeRozan to Plumlee, but Plumlee travels.
Not easy for Mason Plumlee to get going after sitting on the bench for 30 minutes or 34 minutes.
That was the good hustle play that Santana finished off. See Fortuna with the pass.
Nice unselfish play there by Fortuna. And Santana gets awarded for running the floor.
Santana now has 11 points. He's got a team high for the Dominican Republic. Victor Lees.
Nice move over Klay Thompson. A lot smaller, Victor Lees over Klay Thompson.
Well, the Dominicans on a little run right here. And no!
Look at Drummond just going up there.
Andre Drummond.
He is an explosive player, isn't he? And he is only also 21 years old.
DeRozan on Fortuna. Santana have another look at that jumper. And good hustle from Lees to keep it alive, but Klay Thompson brings it up. Now he brings up the floor. DeRozan. Irving. And Plumlee had the ball slip out of his hands. Lees. And nice play from Lees.
Nice finish. Chance at a three-point play. Lees is just so fast. I mean, he can just really turn it on. He just kind of hesitated and then went all out, went up.
Well, that was third foul on Kyrie Irving.
I thought he was waiting for somebody to pass it to. There was nobody, so he just, hey, I'm gonna just take it in.
Victor Lees tells Mr. Santana, you're not going to be the leading scorer tonight. I'm going to take it. He's got 12 points now. Quick pass to Plumlee.
That's the way to finish.
Now Sanchez. It's a foul on Mason Plumlee, his first. So Drummond is the only USA player yet to get on the board, and Coronado and Fortuna, surprisingly, have not gotten on the board for the Dominicans. Coronado over to Fortuna. Well, that takes care of that.
Counted. I mean, the Dominicans just got flashes of brilliance, but they hit a big drought there when USA went on 22-0 run.
Yep, they were in the desert. Plumlee draws the foul. USA opened up this tournament with a convincing win over Finland, 114-55. To put it mildly, that was convincing. They beat Turkey 98-77, although Turkey led late in the third quarter. And free throw good by Plumlee. And the USA also defeated New Zealand 98-71. Quick pass up to Coronado. And Drummond over to Plumlee. Good, ready, up. There it is. And I have to say, that was a fantastic pass on the run from Plumlee.
What a pass by Plumlee. Of course, a great finish, but Plumlee just heads up.
Oh, beautiful stroke from the corner from Fortuna. USA about ready to break the century mark. And we'll have to wait. DeRozan's shot is no good. Now Coronado. Coronado perhaps a little bit too unselfish. Leaves. Gets in. Just the layup.
A lot of open court basketball we see here today, Jeff. This is the play. What a beautiful pass.
That was a fantastic pass from Plumlee.
No look. Alley-oop for Drummond. Wow.
Well, Plumlee's been trying to feed Drummond a couple times before that. It finally came off. Klay Thompson misses. Drummond keeps it alive. And Coronado takes a shot to the face. And a travel called against Fortuna. A little bit of bad blood stewing down there between Orlando Sanchez and Andre Drummond. And DeRozan misses that. Now Lees quickly. Lees is so quick, almost to a fault at times. And that was a foul on Thompson. What happened was, when Coronado, on that drive, he went down, and I think he caught an inadvertent piece of body from Drummond in the face. And Sanchez was like, you owe him an apology. And Drummond was basically saying, what happened, you know? Well, the ball goes back over to the Dominicans with 1:08 remaining here. So we're coming to the near finish here of the USA's game against the Dominican Republic. Santana was going up for the follow-up dunk, but Plumlee was there and ends up with a dunk for Drummond.
Look at Drummond just running the floor, and a great pass by Thompson. That was on the money. Klay Thompson doesn't get excited, does he? Just keeps the same face all the time. Look at the pass right here. That was incredible.
He does have the same expression, doesn't he?
Again, now to Plumlee. He's really feeding his big fellas.
103-68. Some highlight reel plays here at the end for USA. Fortuna. And another chance for the Dominican Republic. Lees buries it. So we get past the 70 mark. Makes that score look a little more respectable. Kyrie Irving now calling the play. Well, it's been a dominating effort really from the United States, especially in the second half. They just kind of cruised. And DeRozan puts up a three at the end and drills it. So 106-71 is that's gonna finish. So USA moved to 4-0. Dominican Republic dropped to 2-2. Big game for the Dominican Republic tomorrow when they take on Turkey. And the USA will try to finish off with a win against Ukraine, the team coached by Mike Fratello. (21 of 53 inside the arc, 7 of 18 for the Dominican Republic beyond it. 67% shooting for the USA, though. Kind of tells you all you need to know. They ended up with a few more rebounds and the 17 steals. They shared the ball, 28 assists. 8 blocks for Team USA. It's in many respects it was easy, and they will now go home and have some good home cooking. I'm sure somebody's come over to making some nice food. Lee's had the 15 points, Fareed the 16, but didn't really play that much in the second half. Cousins had the 6 steals, and Davis with the 5 blocks with limited action. So at the end of this, the USA have maintained their place up at the top of the standings at 4-0. You've got Ukraine, Turkey, the Dominican Republic, all at 2-2, followed by New Zealand and Finland 1-3. Those 2 teams will play off tomorrow in an important game, trying to get into that 4th place, or maybe even 3rd place, to try to advance to the round of 16. So thanks for watching, everybody, from the FIBA Basketball World Cup here in Bilbao, Spain.
Yes, he